but they're good flea market items, and they're also, some of them sell really good on eBay. But 1950s, that one's 1935. Those are hard to find when they're getting that old. In 1936, this one on the railroads. I saw B. Cook do something. I think it was him do something along those lines before. 1952. Really old. There's a Boy Scouts thing. Picked that up for 50 cents. I think that's from the 70s. These really cool things. I love these. The old oil stuff. When they did oil advertising on maps. And, I mean, Standard Oil. So cool. Conoco. Shell. Gulf. You know, Derby. Those are extremely old. Another Standard Oil. Yeah, that's just beautiful right there. Cool advertising piece. I got a little royal wedding thing down there. Not much. With some picks from Goodwill clearance. Here's probably the cooler jersey. Is right here. That is, like I say, I don't know that I'm going to get rid of that. For 1930s or 40s football jersey. It'd go for about $100 on eBay. Got that one for 10 and got that one for 3. And even though they go for about $100, I don't know that I'm going to sell them. Me being a football guy, those are sweet. Might put them in a picture frame or something. Got the Hall of Fame referee's jacket here. An extremely old one. I got to do some research. Me, even being a football guy, never heard of CCA. But that is his original jacket, and pretty sweet. CCA official. Some cloth flip-flops. It's an old doll right there. I don't do a whole lot with dolls unless they're worth a lot of money. Look that one up. It was selling really well on eBay. Some more stuff from that warehouse. Got a great Coleman lantern. It's still in there. Opened it up when the guy was walking around with me. He started asking me why I would buy that. And I just about laughed at, like, why would you not buy that? Especially for an extremely cheap price. Some more stuff from the warehouse. A little old antique hammer here. Got some engravings on it. Really old. I think this might have came off of a cast iron pot. Not too sure, but even if that doesn't go on eBay, in South Carolina, cast iron is huge at flea markets. Every bit of cast iron gets gobbled up out there for extremely high prices too. Some old keys here. These are railroad keys. If you don't know anything about these, I didn't. Old keys are big bucks, and especially the railroad ones. They got this hole in there. Those keys I looked up, ones that were like this, that didn't even have the Southern Railroad engravings on them like those, were going for $60 for one key. So that's something you guys could learn. This came out of that warehouse. Remember, I only paid $60 for everything in that warehouse, and I was stoked. Terminal 99, probably like this. You can see there, it's a 1943. So this is either World War II or Korean War jacket here. I'm thinking it's World War II. It's got the A patch, which I'm hoping that that's airborne, because World War II, the Air Force was not created yet. Could be a paratrooper jacket. You guys know, let me know something, but pretty sweet, you know. That jacket alone should be pretty good money on eBay. Other stuff from that warehouse sale. Found those. Got those from the guy for 50 cents. Don't know if they're worth anything or not. Just a little knick-knack pair of roller skates, but they're brand new. Still in the package. These old binoculars. I'd never seen any like these. Really different looking, but pretty old. Once I started digging around the warehouse, I come to find out the guy, they were turning into apartments, and the guy who was turning into apartments, his father had the warehouse, because he was a real estate agent, and he went to auctions and bought stuff. So that's why I figured out, oh wow, that's why I'm finding all this great stuff. This is a little Cadillac like wine cork case. Pretty sweet, pretty nice. I think that'll do well, especially with the Cadillac emblem. Right there is one of the prizes, true prizes of that warehouse pick. I mean, I got in there, I got extremely dirty, was working hard, was sweating up a storm, and when I found this, it kind of made it all worth it. A lot of you guys probably already know what this is from looking at, but that's an old wind-up telephone. It doesn't have the phone or the mouthpiece, but it's still got the magneto in there. Check that out. And I know you probably can't see it, but down here, patent in the USA, July 17th, 1894. That is as sweet as it gets. Up here, it's got the Western Electric on it. And check that out. Still winds up. Hard to do with one hand. Alright. Found this little coffee can in there. Looked down in it. And more keys. More keys. Got a whole bunch of handful of wrenches in there. All those wrenches made in USA. Hadn't really dug through the whole thing. But you got old keys, you got money. And there's plenty of money to be made off that little coffee can. Gonna swing right over here to end things up. There's another doll right there. Looked her up, got her at the estate sale. She was going for about $75 on eBay, if I remember correctly. You guys know Pyrex is always a big hit. That's a vintage one right there. Brand new in the box. Still got the styrofoam. Everything's good to go. Oh, this was a sweet deal at that estate sale. Fisher Price, old Fisher Price stuff. Got the boat. I paid $4 and got all of it. The boat, and then all of these little people here. So just really good deal there. You know, tons of little people in there. I think I didn't know much about the Fisher Price little people until I started watching you guys' videos. So that's a big thank you to all you guys who are making videos. Let you look around at some of the stuff again. I don't make a whole lot of these videos because usually by the time I get done, I am just flat worn out. Here's one thing I didn't show you. That gigantic book under the gigantic wrench. That book is full of 1910 newspapers. It is basically what was a binder book in a library. They had it in the warehouse laying around. There's two of them. One's from 1910, one's from 1913. I'm not sure that they're worth a lot of money because they're not like New York Times. They're like Chattanooga something, or like local papers. But they do cover national news too. But I'm not sure if they're worth a lot of money. But if nothing else, they're really cool items. Show that to you real fast. I know the video's getting long. Oh, that wrench is heavy. But check that out. I mean, is that just cool or what? It's got all the old advertising in it. Chattanooga Daily Times, 1910. The other one's 1913, and I think it's a different location. Don't know the value of those. Probably not an eBay item, considering those books are gigantic. I'll just give you an idea. Here's probably like one of the biggest bayonets I have. So, yeah. But, yeah, those books are huge. I don't know what to do with those. Maybe Craigslist, maybe the flea market. Not sure. If you guys have any idea, let me know. Might need to do another video on these bayonets, maybe get a little bit of help. But I know that a couple of these that I got were German. And I know they're supposed to be big money, like those two right there, I believe are German. This one, I believe, is World War II, British. Didn't have the scabbard, it was in that little bag, but it's still pretty cool looking. Extremely long one. It's hard to even fit the whole thing in the picture. But, you gotta love World War II stuff. And when you come home with that many bayonets, it's been a good weekend. But I thought I would show you guys, this is probably one of the best weekends I've ever had picking. So, thought I would send you guys a little message and say thank you to all the guys who are making videos, helping me learn, helping me grow as a picker. And tell you guys also, I know you guys are picking thrift stores and yard sales, but if you can get in warehouses and places like that where you can find some really cool stuff, and you're actually, it's almost kind of like American Pickers. You're getting in there and you're truly getting dirty. Man, to spend $60 and come out of there with all this great stuff, that old telephone, the books, the lantern, the apple pillar, you know, the old keys, the cast iron tools that I was getting. So, pretty cool deal there. Definitely keep a lookout for those. You see a warehouse going out of business, just pull up, talk to them, say, hey, can I look around? I'll offer you some money if I find something. And you never know. But this was the project manager that I spoke to, and he was selling a lot of stuff in there, wanting to get rid of it. But wanted to send you guys a video and say thank you.